condition of being vested. You might also be required to put in the same percentage amount as your employer up to the max to get all your match money. Other plans will
今の止まんねえのは極悪だな、あのミニバン。さすが8181。
And if you reduce
to some extent, that's going to affect the private market as well, because a lot of your exits are to these companies who are public. So yeah, not a good sign. You know, hoping that's more the exception than the rule here. We also have another example here of somebody who's way upside down on their money raised, and that's number 17. That one. You know, we saw anywhere from 70 to 90% loss of valuation on public companies in the public market. And so we assume that to some extent that's going to affect the private market as well, because a lot of your exits are to these companies who are public. Xerofox acquiring Looking Glass. So Looking Glass got picked up for
organized attachment. This one trips a lot of people up.
タクシー止まれよなこいつ。東京クソ無線が。
These descriptors are a shorthand for those also in the know. So when I say I'm a Virgo, people
kind of. It's called stereopsis, is another word for depth perception, and it is in combining those two images that each eye gives the brain that we're able to see in one complete picture that has depth and richness and maybe even a little kindness depending on what you're looking at.
Yeah, and the brain does this immediately. It figures it out so fast you don't even know what's happening. But we can go all the way back to our friend Ptolemy, quite a bit.
Yeah.
2nd century Roman astronomer. And this is one of sort of the early ideas that was put forward. And, you know, they as with all things sort of science, they put forward some ideas that aren't quite right, and they're refined over the years until they get to the reality of it.
This is an ain't quite right one.
Yeah, ain't quite right, because Ptolemy thought that your eyes sent out rays, basically, visual rays.
Of mine, I revere him, I revere his books, I revere his scholarship, I revere his storytelling, and I did not ask him to sign my book because I think I was so in awe of his presence, and I was so nervous about the interview, and I do get nervous about some interviews. I want to do a good job asking questions of this person who I've been reading for decades, and who was, I think, one of the greatest biographers of our generation or any generation. He reminded me that I was remiss and I lost my opportunity. Maybe I'll have one again. My stance on signing books for other people, I sign them all the time. I've signed thousands of copies of my books at book events, at speaking events.